Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Palian, and thanks for joining us on Spotlight on Bensenville. Today, we'll be talking with Fischer Farm Manager Christine Shiel about Fischer Farm, which is owned and operated by the Bensenville Park District. Welcome, Christine.
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Great to have you on the show. You've been at the Park District now a couple years.
I have.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, just kind of refresh our audience and talk about why you joined the Park District.
Well, I actually had been aware of Fischer Farm because I've worked at other similar organizations, and when I saw that the Park District bought it in 2022, I knew that they were really interested in investing in it and developing it as a site, and I just really wanted to be a part of that, start something from the ground up and grow it into something that's really useful and valuable to the community.
Wow. Well, talk a little bit about your role then with Fischer Farm as the manager.
So I'm the manager at the farm, and starting, in the very beginning, it meant kind of deciding, how to use the land, how to use the property, the buildings that are there. It's 5.5 acres, and we have 9 buildings, all of which are historic in some way. So trying to decide, what's the best way to preserve these buildings because they're historic, but also find ways to use them so that we can fulfill our mission. And also putting together a mission statement was one of my first goals there.
Wonderful. Well, you've got a lot of experience in this field with a number of different park districts. Tell our audience a little bit about your philosophies and your goals for Fischer Farm.
So the goal is to develop it as an asset to the community. And like I said, one of my first jobs was develop a mission statement. And that mission statement, which was developed collaboratively with the staff and the board, was that we would engage the public in agriculture education and historical exploration and environmental conservation. So to meet those 3 points of our mission, we have to develop the site so that daily visitation meets some of those mission points, but then also developing, programs that are involve the community in agriculture education and history and conservation. We like the conservation piece because it ties in well with agriculture. We all think it's really important to develop food systems that also preserve the planet.
Sounds like you've been really busy developing and building those programs. Would you say that those have been your top priorities since you've arrived here then?
Yeah, a lot of priorities. Definitely programming is really important. Right out of the gate, we want to engage the community. And so it's a little bit of a balance of figuring out how do we best communicate our narrative to the community, but also how do we find out from the community what the community wants from us. So, we try a lot of different things. Some things take off, some things don't, and that's okay because it's sort of, developing a conversation with the people that we serve about what they want from Fischer Farm. One of the programs that has really taken off is our summer camp program. We have 10 weeks of camp. And it nearly doubled from last year to this year. Word's gotten out. People are interested in farming. Kids want to come and help out with farm chores. So we're almost at capacity every week, and that's something that the community is really responding to. So we want to keep finding ways to develop that and grow it.
Wonderful. Now we're in the fall season, and fall programming is upon us. What are you really looking forward to in that? I know you had the open house for the 4-H Club on September 7th. That program itself has been a real success.
Yeah, 4-H is a really great thing. It's a year-long program that starts in September and then sort of culminates the following year with the kids showing projects at the county fair. And they do all kinds of projects. 4-H is supported by the University of Illinois Extension Office, and there's over 400 different curriculums that the kids can use, or they can develop their own and make a project and show it at the fair. And it can be anything from engineering to gardening to knitting to photography to pottery. There's just so many different things that kids can do. Community service. And then there's a big agriculture component. So of our kids, 5 of them chose to raise and show a large farm animal at the fair. So we had 3 kids that raised a sheep at the farm and 2 kids that raised a pig at the farm. And then we supported them taking those animals to the fair and showing them at the fair. And all of them won awards. They did really, really good. Our kids who did general projects such as woodworking and sewing also won some great awards. It was a really successful program, and we think there's a lot of room for growth there too.
And some went on to go and show at the state fair and did really well there too.
They did. Some of our kids were chosen at our county level as delegates to go and show their project again at the state fair and compete for awards there. And some of our kids also won at the state level, which is just a really successful, really amazing thing for a first year of a club.
Wow. Also coming up at the beginning of August, beginning of October, is Harvest Fest, and that's kind of a culmination too of year-round planning and bringing everybody together at the farm. Talk a little bit about that and what you've got in store this year.
Yeah, Harvest Fest is just a big celebration of everything that we've done all year. It's really great. And because it's really a community-wide event, it involves the recreation team at the Park District too. Like, it's really a whole Park District event, and everybody kind of pitches in. We couldn't do it without all that help. And it's, it's live music, it's harvesty crafts, pony rides, we have duck races that are not real ducks, sort of, rubber ducks, but, just kind of all harvesty things. And it's just a really, really fun day to come out and enjoy the farm and have some good food that's cooked on site and just really, be a part of the harvest vibe.
How do people get involved with the harvest vibe? How do you find out more?
I would definitely direct people to the website to get all the, the most updated details. We're still in the planning phases, so some things might be changing, but everything's on the website.
Wonderful. The website, beevilleparks.org/harvestfest. I see a couple of things here on the desk that you have: a harvest basket, some eggs, some honey. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about while you're here?
You can't really teach agriculture without practicing agriculture. So I kind of did a little show and tell thing and brought some of the things that we're doing. Now is a really great time to visit the farm because it's kind of peak season for all the crops. So you can kind of see what we're growing and stop and chat with a real farmer who's actually growing food, and they're happy to tell you about like what we grow and how we grow it in a sustainable way. And then you can come in the gift shop and you can buy a lovely Harvest Fest basket with, honestly, these purple peppers are to die for. They're really great. Carrot, squash, kale, sweet corn, tomatoes, we got all kinds of stuff. And what we have available varies from day to day because obviously we're selling. But we also have our own fresh honey. And for those who follow our honey, it's very popular, and we've been sold out for about a month, but we just actually harvested honey today, so we should have it on the shelf in the next few weeks, and that will be really excited. Now I know people will be happy about that. And then we're selling our own eggs too. Also, these sell out on a daily basis, so if you want to buy eggs, you got to come early. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing.
Get your protein in there, your vegetables. You got almost all the food groups represented.
Yeah. Oh, and I definitely got to talk about our meat too because we're selling pork and lamb in the gift shop that was raised at the farm.
Wonderful. And the Fischer Farm gift shop is open daily. It's inside the farmhouse, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The grounds are open from dawn to dusk every day. So be sure to stop on by the Fischer Farm located on Old Grand Avenue here in Bensenville. Christine, thank you so very much for joining us. Again, be sure to check out the beevilleparks.org website for fall program information, which is online now. In the meantime, here's a quick look at some upcoming activities. Looking for something to do this fall? Visit Fischer Farm throughout the month of October and take part in a fun farm-themed scavenger hunt. Stop by the farm shop located in the farmhouse between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily and pick up a free harvest hunt guide and find all the hidden pieces while walking through the farm ground. Then head back to the shop, turn in the completed sheets, tell the staff a little bit about what you learned, and you can earn a prize. Also, don't miss Harvest Fest at Fischer Farm, noon to 5 p.m. Saturday, October 5th. Harvest Fest 24 features live music, food and drink, and family fun at Fischer Farm. Family activities include animals, bounce houses, art vendors, crafts, pumpkins, carnival games, and more. Sponsored by Grand Subaru, the event is free and open to the public. Sign up now for the Owl Pellet Lab, 4 to 5 p.m. Saturday, October 12th at Fischer Farm. Those ages 8 and above can dig in and investigate those owls and what they ate while discussing an owl pellet. They'll be dissecting an owl pellet too. And participants just might be joined by a majestical feathered friend. Fees are $15 for those in district. Sign up by October 5th. Parents, sign your kids up for the Days Off School program and leave the child care to the Park District. There are 2 sessions in the month of October. Monday, October 14th is Columbus Day, and also October 24th is a Teacher Professional Development Day. Fees are just $55 per person per day for those in district. Clubhouse before and after school care participants pay only $35 a day. Theater classes start October 15th. Choose from Acting 1, Storybook Drama, Create a Play, and Scenes and Songs. In-district fees are just $50. Register by October 8th. Kids ages 4 to 12 are invited to join the dance party with Zumba Kids 4 to 5 p.m. Mondays, October 21st through December 2nd. The classes combine movement, music, games, and cultural exploration. In-district fees are just $36 per person. Sign up by October 14th. Sports Stars Academy 1 and 2 begin the week of October 21st. Each week, kids will learn a new sport from experienced instructors, along with the values of teamwork and sportsmanship. In-district fees are just $35. Sign-up deadline is the week before each session begins. Dress up in your spookiest costume and join Wood Street fitness instructors at the DGLC gym for Halloween Zumba, 7:15 p.m. Thursday, October 24th. The fitness party includes an hour-long Zumba class and Halloween props for photos. Awards will be given for the top costumes. The fee is just $8, $6 for those in the district. And don't miss Monster Mash from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, October 26th. Those of all ages are invited to stroll through the spectacular walk, filling their bags with treats and taking in the eerie atmosphere where special attractions, crafts, and other activities await. The event is free and open to the public. Finally, now's the time to register for the White Pines Veterans Day Breakfast, 9 a.m. Monday, November 11th. The event is free for Bensenville veterans and their immediate families, as well as Healthy Minds, Healthy Bodies participants. Others may join the breakfast for a fee of just $15. Advance registration is required by November 4th at the Deer Grove Leisure Center or by calling 630-766-7015. Be sure to check out all the fall program guide activities at beevilleparks.org for the most updated programs, dates, and times. Register for all programs at the Deer Grove Leisure Center. That's at 1000 West Wood Street in Bensenville. That's all the time we have today. Thanks to our guest, Christine Shiel at Fischer Farm, and to Anthony and Chad with Bensenville's Multimedia Communications Division for their great work in putting this show together. Until next time, so long, everybody.